Well, tonight we are also getting Supreme Court reaction from the White House. The Biden administration does not agree that Colorado's law violates free speech rights. White House correspondent Owen Jensen continues our team coverage tonight. Owen.
Good evening, Tracy. It's not just the White House weighing in on this high court case. 20 states, including California and New York, support Colorado. 20 other states, including Indiana and Ohio, support Lori Smith. This all happening as the separate so-called Respect for Marriage Act winds its way through Congress.
In the White House briefing room today, the press secretary lays out where the administration stands on the case of the Christian graphic artist who objects to designing wedding websites for same-sex couples.
We recognize the right to free speech, and we support ensuring that no one is discriminated against or refused services because of who they love and who they are.
But one Supreme Court expert, Amy Howe, writes in a blog previewing the case, although the justices declined to review Smith's claim that the Colorado Anti-Discrimination Act violates her right to freely exercise her religion, both sides nonetheless argue that the court's ruling will have a sweeping impact on religious rights. The Colorado case before the high court arrives as lawmakers in Congress, including some Republicans, are about to send to the president's desk the Respect for Marriage Act, which opponents warn is an attack on religious liberty. And Catholic bishops, quote, are gravely disappointed that the misnamed Respect for Marriage Act passed the Senate and continue to call for its rejection. Meanwhile, it's all eyes on Georgia's runoff election. President Joe Biden tweeting last night, I was excited to join IBEW workers in Boston to phone bank for Reverend Warnock. We need all hands on deck to get out the vote. While the GOP tweets, Georgians deserve a senator who will secure the border instead of handing control to the cartels who are determined to kill Americans. Vote for Republican Herschel Walker in the Georgia runoff. And overseas in Ukraine, Russia unleashes what Ukrainian authorities call the latest massive missile attack across their country, striking homes and buildings, killing civilians, and disrupting electrical power and water supplies. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin drove a car across a bridge linking his country to the Crimean Peninsula, following its repair from a truck bombing in October.
Now, tomorrow, President Biden heads to Phoenix, Arizona. He'll visit a semiconductor company the White House says is, quote, making a major investment to manufacture cutting-edge chips, end quote. And no doubt the president will be keeping a very close eye on what transpires in Georgia and that huge vote, because it will no doubt have implications for his next 2 years in the Oval Office. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.